Good morning, everyone, and a little bit late as usual. I've put the washing machine. Hi, Jason, how are you? Yeah, I've just been putting the washing machine on, etc., washing the pots, having my breakfast, the normal stuff. So, how are you today, Jason? I'm feeling a lot better. Got a little bit more colour in my cheeks. Yeah, yeah, feel a lot better today. Um, I Emily. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Hi, Carla. How are you? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. I've just put the title. I'm so thankful because I am. I'm thankful for everybody that keeps coming back. All my supporters. Hiya, Panther Zone video. Yeah. I'm just going to support your Panther because I didn't have time to do it yesterday. So just going over to your channel to support you because I know you came in from Nerd of the North yesterday. I do know he's live again this morning. So oh yeah, your mood has lifted a little bit. I'm good. I'm glad about that. But yeah, I'm just that I thought I'd put that title because I am. Sorry, I've got some toast crumbs on me. Sorry about that. But yeah, I am thankful. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Oh, thank you, Emily. It's not the fact that I've brought you all together. It's you were there in the first place. But, I look at this community as a community. We're not just, YouTube friends. We are friends, if you know what I mean. And I like to view it that way. And that's why, like, when people come in here, I'm not a sub for sub channel. I like people to come in and, chat, basically. Not just come in and say, I've supported you, I've supported you. If you gain support while you're here, that's brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag community spirit. And that's what it's all about. I mean, me and Chris have made some awesome friends, and we clash it as family. You know what I mean? Because we do actually, well, sort of know you're on a personal level. And when there's anything wrong, we're concerned. And when I say that, I mean it. When I were amazed at the comments, when I didn't do the coffee morning on Tuesday, about feeling, I hope you're feeling better. And that just goes to show that, yes, we are a community, but we're not just a community, we're friends as well. And yes, I have got my coffee. And I just, I just wanted to say and show everybody how thankful I really am. Thank you, Jason. So as I say, anybody that knows me knows if anybody's got a problem, you can come to me. I can't say that I can sort it. Pixie's okay. His first week back, so he's a bit, a bit cream crackered. I think it's come as a shock to his system for not being at work for 2 weeks. There's been that much to do. He's sort of just thrown himself into it, try and get it as straight as he can. Same as I says, you're doing too much too fast. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is our cream crackered away the other night. He lay on the sofa at about 9 o'clock, and that rate he were away with fairies. That's really, but he'll not be home for his lunch today because they usually go to chip shop on a Thursday, and after work he's got to go to the hospital. So he's got to go to because a few years ago, I mean, it's a long story, but it's 40% deaf in this ear. And they fitted a grommet. Now, by all rights, the grommet should fall out by itself. So, basically, a few weeks back, well, about a month ago, he had a lot of trouble with his jaw, etc. He went to the doctors, and the doctor said, well, the grommet's still there, but it's sideways on. So basically, it's stuck sideways in his ear, whereas it should have dropped out. So anyway, they sent him an appointment like at the outpatients just to check. So basically, he's going to go in all guns blazing and saying, well, this should have dropped out ages ago, and it hadn't. And I've been to doctors, and it's wedged sideways. So he's anticipating having to go back into the hospital to have it removed, because by all rights, it should have fell out. Okay then, boss man. Yeah, so I mean, he's anticipating that that when he goes, they're going to do something about it, because, some as I say, by rights it should have fell out ages ago, but it hadn't. So same as I said, the only option I can see that they're going to do is like take it in, put you under again to remove it, because it sort of went in as a day patient when he had the grommet in, and I'm expecting the same thing, but to remove it, because it should have fell out and it hadn't. And yeah, I mean, I did see the diabetes thing, you know, that's not right. I think, you know, it needs sorting out. So I hope you go on all right. The eye appointment won't. It's a separate thing. Well, you see, the thing is as well with diabetes, eye problems go hand in hand with diabetes. So, I mean, you know, basically, you know, it needs sorting out. One, your diabetes thing, and two, you know, at least you're sort of going to get it sorted out. So, so yeah, Chris reminded me this morning. He says, well, don't forget, one, I won't be coming home for lunch. Two, I'll be late coming home because I've got the hospital appointment. Diabetes, he said, yearly diabetes eye appointment, not disability. Oh, you think it's a migraine thing? Well, some as I say, I mean, it could be the fact that you've not been feeling well, your diabetes has shot through the roof, etc. It could sort of, oh, sorry, I'm itching my nose. It sort of could be all connected. I mean, you never know. I mean, what if they sort your diabetes out? I mean, it sort of could dissipate a little bit, if you know what I mean. And it's, I know it's horrible, you know, when you've got like a migraine. Yeah. Emily says her mum has them. She's type. We see, same as I say, it does go hand in hand, sort of. Yeah. Hi, Ian. How are you? But yeah, it's. I think everybody's been through the wars as of late. Does anybody want to come on the panel? Do you want to come on, Ian? I know Bossman said that he wanted to stop in the chat because he's got his appointment at 12 o'clock. So, when they test her eyes, it looks like she's been on drugs. Hiya, Dennis. How are you? How was Emma today? I hope she's feeling better too. He says, my mate keeps ripping on me because I use your Yorkshire terms. Oh dear. Well, thing is, Jason, I'm not actually from Yorkshire, even though I live in Yorkshire. I'm originally from Nottinghamshire, which isn't all that far away, but you know, I mean, we do sort of have different, like lad and lass. Well, you see, this is the thing. I mean, like Chris when he says, I do lass, it's sort of similar to, you know, what, but I talk in a different way, if you know what I mean. Oh, that's okay. I'm glad she's feeling a little bit better. Hi, Crimson, how are you? Same as I say, just say if anybody wants to come on the panel. Oh, okay then. Well, I mean, you know very well that you're welcome any day in. I mean, it's not that I know that you've not been feeling too great yourself. So, you know, I always say to anybody, if you want a link or an invite up onto the panel, just say so. Okay then, Jason. I don't know. I know when you've been upon the panel before, Bossman's. So I'm losing my voice now as well. I think Bossman invited you up before. I'll try it anyway. We're not having any luck so far, Jason. Basically, yeah, okay then. No, what you can do, Jason, if you want, put your email in the chat. I'll copy and paste it, and then I'll delete it, or delete it yourself. Does Crimson want an invite up onto the panel? So yeah. I mean, same as I always say, if anybody wants an invite up onto the panel, just let me know, and I'll, if I've got you in my circle. Same as I say, hiya Lucy, how are you? So yeah, I mean, all I need basically, Jason, is your email, and then same as I say, I'll invite you, and then I'll delete it. I'll tell you what I'll do, Jason. I'll add you as a moderator, and then it probably let you put your email in. I'm not sure. If you want to try and type in now, Jason, I've made you a moderator, so it should allow you to type in or put your email in, whatever. I've sent you a link anyway, Crimson. I'll just send the invite, Jason, and then I will. Well, it's still not coming up with you. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll email it to you. So you should get it that way when it loads up. I have sent it you via email, Jason. Yeah, I've deleted it anyway, Jason, but I have sent it you via email. So, same as I say, I copied and pasted it. I pasted it in the thing, and it weren't coming up with anything, so I sent it via email. Normally, it works when it's sent back via email. So, and I have sent Crimson the invite as well. I also saw a trailer that Kate's put up that she's relaunching. So I'm looking forward to that. So yes, I mean, I don't know whether anybody else. I know Adam saw it because he's put a comment on it. But yes, I'm quite looking forward to relaunch of Kate's. Well, it's not a new channel; it's her old one, but she's renamed it, etc. So you know, I'm quite looking forward to that. I did message her this morning. Right, I'm just so you'll have to let me know, Jason, if you've got it. I did send it via email. Sometimes when it you see, I'm putting you. I don't know whether you've wrote it correctly or not, but it's same as I say, it's just not letting me. You know. Anyway, it's been sent. If it's not the correct email, you'll have to let me know. Can't think of any other way to. Oh, yes.
Good morning.
You're there.
Sorry, I was just making myself presentable.
Oh, right. I would have say I think you did get the link because it's same as I say, because Bossman sent you the link before.
Yeah.
We're coming up, you know, like in my circle. So now, you know,
Yeah.
now you're here. I mean, in future reference.
You have got me on Facebook, though.
Pardon?
I said you have got me on Facebook, though.
Oh yeah, but I'm on the laptop here.
So you can't do two things at once.
Well, no, it's not that. It means I've got to open a new tab and blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's easy to either to
That's all right. That's all right.
Or
we got there. That's the main thing.
Well, that's it.
I need to get some cushions. I think my seats either I've shrunk or the seat shrunk, one or the other.
I must thank. Yeah, Chris and I both got the same problem. I don't know whether it's a gas thing in the chair or whatever, but I mean, we're having a laugh about it. When I were doing my vlog the other day, I sort of sat there and all of a sudden I went, and it started going down. And then he's got squeak as well.
I definitely need a new seat. This one's had it. It started peeling.
Oh yeah, well I'll say Chris has seen better days, but it were one like he picked up, you know, on his travels at work. You see.
Oh yeah. But my mate does like
that. Oh, pardon me, that's a coffee. It is quite a good chair, but it creaks a lot. And
Yeah.
if he leans too far back, I keep imagining him sort of sitting there one day and, you know, leaning back and then go, woo, and his leg ended up in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably do it when he's on camera.
Well, as I say, it'd probably be during one of his live streams. So yeah, it's probably going to happen one of these days. Yeah. But hey ho.
I had one, not like this one I've got now, but sort of like a cheapy sort of plastic seated, you know, one, and it actually sheared off on me.
Oh.
The if you like this seat, you know where they're attached.
Yeah.
It's literally gone straight across, almost like someone just got a knife and gone through like butter, you know, and just sheared straight off. I was lucky I didn't jab myself on it.
Oh dear. But you see, this is one, I don't know well, I don't know exactly where it picked it up, but they were throwing it out.
Yeah.
But it's like one of these executive chairs, but it weren't in good condition, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And
basically he said, well, it'll do for me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's fair enough. No, my mate, so my mate is like independently employed electrician. He'd do like, you know, he gets someone like say, oh, I've got a job for you, and he'd go off and do it, and it'd be like several days. And this is things like nightclubs and all the rest of it. And he's got things like speakers and I think he got a Cody box for nothing and all sorts of various.
Well, then, as I say, I mean, you'll be surprised at some of the things. I mean, he came home with an exercise bike, you know, there's stuff but you see a lot of the places that it goes to, or most of the places that it goes to, are pensioners.
Yeah.
So what a pensioner were doing with an exercise bike, I do not know.
No. Well, I don't know. There are some pensioners about, you know.
But yeah, I mean, it's come in with all sorts, you know. You see, when my computer was just like a box standard like monitor.
Yeah.
But he came in with like a pretty big one. I mean, I'll turn it round because I'm running my own videos. Look, can you see it?
Yeah.
But that is more like a telly. But I use it because it's I use it because it's got a bigger screen. I mean, the one that I'd got were only a small one.
So this is the one I've got 17, which isn't bad.
I don't know what that one is. That's more like a 20, 24, I think.
Yeah. I could do with a high def one though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
This one's still the old, you know, format.
You see, when Chris went live the other week and he put something like, "Oh, my new setup,"
yeah,
it connected this laptop to a television.
Yeah.
So basically, it was like watching it on a big TV. Yeah. That were what somebody gave him, you know.
Well, I do that with like stuff like Netflix and that. I've got it wired up to my big TV, and that's is it a 37, something like that. Anyway.
Well, I think that one's a 37, but you see, we've got a big one in here, and that's 47. But that, you know, that's the telly.
Where was it? I went in a department store. It might have been Debenhams or something like that, or John Lewis, and they had these TVs, and they were 72-inch TV.
1 minute.
Where the bloody hell would you put it?
Well, this is it. I mean, a friend of mine had a 60-inch one, and I thought that was massive.
Yeah.
But 72. I mean, you know. Is it just to keep up with the Joneses? Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy with the one I've got. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I think I'm all right with what I've got. I mean, mine's kind of because of kind of a site sort of thing, so it makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
Text is still blurry, so things like, even though I'm trying to read the subtitles to me are still blurry because of my eye condition.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a case of, I can just about work out what they're saying. Thankfully,
that's why Chris rigged that up, because his eyes lately have got worse.
Yeah. Well, I will do as you get older anyway.
But yeah, I mean, up until about 2 years ago, I didn't wear my glasses full time. But now I can't see a blooming thing without them.
The shape of your eye changes.
Yeah, well, you see, Chris and Callum have both got this condition called stigmatism.
Yeah.
And that is where your eye's not like the normal round shape. It's like an oval shape, like a rugby ball. Yeah. And they've both got it. So Callum and Chris have both wore glasses from a very early age.
Well, until this started off, I had glasses and they were like massively thick. It's like wearing a pair of blooming milk bottles on your face. Right?
I used to have a head teacher like that, and they used to call him Milk Bottle.
Yeah.
They look like the bottom of the milk bottles, but I mean that were an head teachers, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you do call them,
I'm going to say you do call them these names, you know, when...
Oh, we did. We did. No, we had... I know I get called Papa Smurf, right? But there was a science teacher called Mr. Smith. He looked like Papa Smurf for definite. It was usually the science teachers that got called it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was a doctor, Dr. Goddard, right? We called him Doctor Who because he had this every lesson we went in there, in like a cupboard, and everything and anything that he ever needed for the lesson was in the cupboard. So he called the cupboard of TARDIS.
Well, this head teacher that we used to call Milk Bottle, his real name was Mr. Golding.
Yeah.
So.
Golden top. Gold top.
Yeah. So, I mean, he used to get called all names, but he did have these, same as you say, that look like the bottom of milk bottles.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I mean, then I've got all the business with my retina detachment and all the rest of it. So.
I mean, we used to call him all names, and Old Fart were one of them as well. As they were, you know. It wasn't very well liked, put it that way.
There was one that got the Mickey taken out of somebody chronic. I think that was Dr. Goddard, if I remember his. No, hang on. That was the Doctor Who. Dr. Quaver, I think his name was, right? And he used to walk around, and his head would move like this. So we called him Chicken Neck. And I never had him for a teacher.
Yeah.
Right? But as soon as we meet up, because I think we had geology when they had science. Right?
Oh, look who's in Talk of the Devil, and she's sure to appear. Kate's here.
Okay.
Did you want to invite Kate?
Is that Irish, Kate?
Yeah, that's a new name and everything.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. So then was it Inquisitive
Moments?
Yes, that sounds about right for her.
I didn't realise till yesterday I've got a massive bruise up back of my hand, and Chris says to me, "Where you done that?"
Yeah.
I says, "I don't know," because I bruise ever sees it, and I can like even just tap my hand and a bruise ever sees it.
Oh yeah, my mum's like that as well. But I used to get cuts at work all the time.
But my mum was the same, and your ears must have been burning cake, because I was just telling everybody you're relaunching.
So is it a brand new channel then, effectively?
No, it's the same channel. She's just renamed. She's just relaunching.
So if I'm subbed, I should stay subbed.
Yes, and that's the reason why she's still got a blue wrench. She's just renamed the channel. Because once you give somebody a blue wrench, then no matter what they change the name to, like Emily's changed hers to the Dudley Destroyer. That wrench still stays because it's still the same channel, but by a different name.
Just checking, I've got Kate on there properly. Because, for goodness sake. Right, okay. I don't know why. This keeps happening to me. The channels I'm damn sure I've subbed to, and it's not showing up as being subscribed. Right, I am now subbed, Kate.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Hi, Sarah.
Say hi. Hi. Oh, she's showing your car. Moo.
Oh, moo.
Hello, my love.
But this is the thing. This is the thing.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Hiya, Bars. went on, as you know, I'm there when Pixie goes live. I've commented all his videos. I went and YouTube had unsubscribed me to him. That's my own husband.
Yeah, no, exactly. So you wouldn't do that,
and
would you?
then the other night, he were doing something with mine, and it had unsubscribed him from me.
What's going on?
So what that is all about, because he always comments on all mine, and you know, he's always there, and then it had unsubscribed me. It had unsubscribed us both from each other.
The only thing I can think of with mine is that I thought I'd subbed. You know, I've watched videos because I'm sure I've commented on some of Kate's as well.
Mine?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I think so. I don't know. I'm getting old.
Message this morning, Kate. When is the relaunch? Then that's what I'm dying.
Oh, is that right? Okay, that's what's up in the messenger corner at the top right. Then, I haven't actually got a date for relaunch. I'm hoping to do it next week. But I'm going to be doing either a giveaway of a. I'm going to either do an Amazon gift card, or if you're a gamer, you can have an Xbox or a Sony gift card, or just gift cards for whatever. If you prefer a shopping one for Asda or Tesco's, I'll do one of those. But yeah, and then during it, I'm going to do a relaunch live panel as well, which I'd love my regulars to come on.
Yeah, so what are you going to be doing then? How's it going to be different?
It's not going to be different. It's going to be just the same. I'm only joking. No, so I'm actually cutting Sarah clean out of it. I'm not going to be talking or putting Sarah on YouTube anymore. Just after all the crap I've got and the things that were said about her.
Probably best for safety.
Yeah, for my own, so I don't murder people. It's probably best. But I'm going to do a game night, which is what's in the bag. Which you just sort of guessed, but I was thinking of bringing two people on the panel each week to versus each other.
Right, okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, what's in the bag, and then the rest of the time are like wee inquisitive moments that I pick up. Like if I see something pretty, I'll record it and I'll put it up, or if I find something hilarious, I'll record it and put it up.
It's not going to be like, you're not going to do like unboxings or geek nonsense or.
No, might do hauls.
Yeah.
Or like I'm gonna vlog every day of December. That's the only month that Sarah will be actually in the vlog. That's the only month.
Yeah.
Because it's December. Plus, I've also got a big move coming up, so that's gonna be a new start entirely to go along with this channel update. So new country. Well, not really a new country. It's not like Ibiza or anything, but do you know what I mean? They still use pound and pence.
She's moving to Lapland.
Yep. Here I come.
Yeah. I was going to say something then, and I forgot. Yes.
Pardon me.
Oh, pardon you, Jason.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a thing. I've done the carrot cake vlog, and we taste tested it last night, and Chris was pleasantly surprised because he said, "Oh, carrots in a cake, you know, it doesn't sound right to me."
I'm the same.
And it, you know, we were saying, we were a bit.
As I say to my mum, I'm sure that if I ate that sort of thing, I would like it.
Yes. Well, get in touch with Chris, Jason.
Yeah.
He was the same, and he says carrots in a cake.
Yeah.
You know, it just. Hiya, Midnight Raven.
Hello, Raven.
Oh dear. Partner's sister and daughter were in a car accident yesterday. All okay, a bit battered and bruised, but lucky. That's good. That's good.
No whiplash or nothing, I hope. That's the thing you've got to be really careful of.
But you see what I did? I vlogged it. I vlogged it. You know, the actual making of the cakes Tuesday. Well, not. You know, it's not been published. Not been published till the weekend, right? But I made the cakes on Tuesday, and because the actual amount of ingredients, I made 2 cakes.
Yeah.
So, but each cake had got to be in the oven about an hour. So by the time, you know, each individual cake had been, it was too late to finish.
Yeah.
So basically, I did the frosting yesterday, so it's complete now.
That's what I was asking. That's a bit of a weird thing, putting like, you know, frosting on it. Because normally, I don't think I've seen anybody do that. Normally, it's just the cake itself.
Well, basically, it were cream cheese, butter, and caster sugar, and that's it.
Oh,
So
nice. I can see that. I can see that. I'm just thinking about, because I used to, I did want to be a chef when I was younger, when I was at school. But we had this teacher. He was a right biatch, to put it politely.
Well, you see, that is the thing that Callum's wanted to follow. He's wanted to go to college to be a chef, and it's like, it's catering / hospitality.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, with everything that's happened to me, it's probably not a good idea anyway. But you know, I thought it was quite good. I mean, I've made souffles and all sorts.
But on the downside is he's got food prep on a Tuesday. Normally, do food prep on a Tuesday afternoon, which like the written bit and etc. Then on a Wednesday, is actually make something. But he's not going to be making anything this year.
I have to say, to be honest with you, right? See, whenever I wanted to do home economics as a GCSE, and then they said that there wasn't enough to do the course, that I had to do hospitality. But the thing is, when you want to be a chef, you don't want to learn about the courtesy tray in a bedroom or how to fold bed sheets, which is all part of hospitality. It's like you don't want to know about hotel. You want to learn you want to cook. And the only good thing that comes out of the course at the end is, yes, you could probably run a B&B, but you get a food certificate, food and hygiene, which permits him to work in any restaurant.
Yeah. Well, you see, good thing about it as well, apparently, college in Sheffield is one of the best in the country. And 2, it's just down the road from us, 2 tram stops.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about student accommodation or anything.
Yeah.
Happy days.
It's just basically get on the tram on the main road. It's 2 stops down the road. It drops him off right outside.
Brilliant.
And apparently, I've been told it's one of the best colleges for catering / hospitality.
Well, I was being in Southampton. I mean, most people have heard of Southampton University because they're big on the science and technology front. And also, they got links to the NHS as well, because it's a university hospital, one. So they've got all that kind of science thing pretty much down. And they get people from all over the world coming there to sort of like teach and whatnot and all the rest of it, and you know. So it's not. I mean, it's not just a teaching thing. It's the it allows the students to actually explore things outside of perhaps the normal teaching area.
Yeah.
So they can make discoveries.
Pixie's ears must be burning as well, because we've just been talking about him as well.
Oh, has Pixie arrived in the chat? Say hi, Pixie. All right, well, don't then.
Talking about it reminded me this morning. Says 1, I'll not be home for my dinner. And 2, don't forget I'll be late this evening because he's got to go to the nose and throat department about this grommet thing in his ear.
Yeah. Well, that gets sorted out probably for him.
Say hi. Say Pixie. All right, well then, don't then. I thought we were starting a new start here.
I don't want to.
It's like, stop making me talk.
Pixie's in. Here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's thinking that they probably have him in again to actually remove it, because it should have fell out ages ago.
Yeah, I haven't had anything like that, so they do have to put him under to remove it.
Oh yeah, because you see what it was when he started with his company, they sent him for a like medical.
Yeah.
Which they do your ears and your eyes and etc. And they says, you know, did you know you've got a problem? He says, yeah. He says, I've had it. When he were a kid, he had a lot of ear infections.
Yeah.
And it caused him to like only have 40% hearing in one ear.
Yeah. I am
That's her
listening.
testing his ears for him.
So anyway, when he went for this medical, they said, you know, go back to your doctors, blah, blah, blah. They sent him to the ear, nose and throat department, and he says, basically, it's what they call a glue ear.
Right.
And
Okay.
it's classed as like a build-up of fluid in the eardrum behind your ear.
Yeah.
So they said that the only way that they could... okay, then see you in a bit. Well, I'm not see you in a bit. Later. But yeah, so they sort of referred him to the ear, nose and throat department.
Yeah.
They said the only way that they can rectify it is by putting this grommet in. Now, he only went in as a day patient. You know, like he went in at like 7:30 in the morning. By about 4 or 5 o'clock, he were back home. But they do actually have to put you to sleep because it's like right down inside your ear near you.
Yeah.
So anyway, the point of this grommet is they drill a hole in your eardrum.
Yeah.
So the fluid behind the eardrum actually drains out.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's basically the point of it. But the matter of the fact is, it should fall out by itself after about a year.
Yeah.
Now, one, it hasn't rectified the problem because it's not been any better.
Yeah.
And two, when he had all this trouble with his jaw, he went to the doctor and he says, well, actually the grommet's still there, but it's like wedged sideways on.
Has he had problems with his jaw locking?
It's not so much with his jaw locking, it's he's had a lot of pain with it.
Yeah.
I mean, when he initially went to the doctor, she thought he'd got like a bit of arthritis, you know, where the jaw, your bottom of the jaw, you know, attaches itself to your skull. He thought it was a touch of arthritis, and then they were getting like he was like literally crying with the pain.
Yeah. Well, mine's clicks.
Yeah. The last time he went, she called it TJ. Anyway, what it is sometimes when he's asleep, he grinds his teeth.
Yes.
Apparently, that's what's caused all this pain.
Does it in his sleep?
Yeah, he grinds his teeth.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, his mum worked at a dentist and his sister works at a dentist. And basically, to stop that happening, they come like, you know, like boxers have like a gum shield type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently the dentist, you know, do a mould of your teeth and they make you this like whatever guard to stop you from grinding your teeth, and that is supposed to eradicate that.
Well, fingers crossed it all gets sorted out anyway on both counts.
Well, that's it. Same as I say, it's been in the wars regarding pain quite a bit just lately.
But you do though, don't you, as you get older?
Well, that's it. It's dropping to pieces. I thought I would.
It's when you get what I call twangage. Right? And you basically, it's quite often it's in my knees when it does it to me, right? And you can't describe it any other way, except that your knee sort of goes, wow.
Oh, mine don't, man. Just I sound like a pair of maracas when I move. Yeah. You know, man, just crack. I'm cracking my knee, my knees crack, my fingers crack, everything, my neck, you name it.
Do you get the popping sensation in your head sometimes?
I've not been getting that, but it's arthritis. I'm you know, I'm full of arthritis.
Yeah. Well, this issue that I've had for a few years with my neck and everything, we still don't know what it is. And if it's particularly bad, or the the bones are deciding to knit, you can hear this noise in your head.
No, there's no need for that.
Little popping noise. It's really weird.
Well, you see what it is. I've got it in my shoulders. I've got it in my neck and everything. I mean, I have a big problem. I've had a lot of problems with this shoulder.
Yeah.
That is down to arthritis, and it all goes hand in hand because it goes like right across the back of my neck. but I have a problem with inflammation of the muscles as well.
Oh, blimey, that's not good.
But the tablets that they gave me for the inflammation upset the stomach. So
you know what we should subtitle your coffee mornings sometimes.
Is
the Winching Old Geese Ailments Clinic. Because we do that.
The problem is though, like I have to say, I used to work with the old subtitles before to try and improve the quality of my video. And whenever I actually read over what it thought I said, it was more offensive than what I had said. So it was like, yep, can't use this, use it. I had to sit and write every word in just to make sure that it didn't come out wrong. Because like
closed captions, isn't it?
Like I'd say hair, but it would come up like one of them streetwalkers. That spelling instead.
I'm brushing me horror.
I brushed my hair this morning. I brushed my WHORE this morning instead was what it said. So it was like, no, I definitely didn't brush her. She doesn't come round here on a Wednesday.
I had the blooming N-word come up on one of mine. I was like, what? I never said that.
I think with Kate, it's basically the Irish accent, if you know what I mean.
Gets you into trouble.
Hiya, Gail.
She repeated you there. Did you hear her? She was all, hi, what did you say?
That was very clear.
Where's Bossman and Emily and Vicky and...
Bossman's still not quite right at the moment. He's got a hospital appointment, I think he said, didn't he?
Well, he says he's got like a diabetes-like eye appointment at midday, he says.
Yeah. He's probably on his way.
Yeah, and Emily must heard you talking about it because she's just put, hey guys, do you all want to be in a group smule with me?
Oh, bless her.
It all depends what you're singing, Emily.
Are you going to do Wonderwall for us? Yeah! Sarah has that voted for. Sarah wants you to do Wonderwall.
I think she did that the other day, actually.
Did she?
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
Adam did it. Adam did it a while back.
Proclaimers, 500 miles, and Alex is
right. Okay. We were at one of my mate's wedding, yeah. And this guy, I'd only met him once before, and he was called Dave. I didn't call him Dave because I didn't know his name. He was called Dave. And we sat there, right, and it comes on, and he goes, when I go back, I'm going to be the man. I'm going to be the man that goes back to you. And he went, you! Afterwards. Every time they went, and you noise, it was like, you!
2 seconds, go swap over and look at the chat.
What's that then?
Okay then, Emily.
Yeah.
The lens is here.
Emily says, I'll set it up later and you can all join if you'd like.
Random life.
Oh, Emma's here too.
Yeah.
I'd have to
Sarah.
I'm sure Miss Gail would like that one. It seems right up Gale Street.
I think I need a bit more practice before I start doing anything like that. what I can't figure out with that app is you've got very, very few songs you can sing on your own.
Yeah.
To get used to it.
Yeah.
Right? I deleted it, but I did that.
Sarah! Stop it now. This is why I don't do live streams.
And I knew Gail would like that one because it's such right up Gale Street, Random Life Productions, and she says I like that track 500 miles. I thought she would.
Yeah.
You see, the sort of voice I've got, I can't do any high notes. It's got to be something that's not, you know.
It depends on the song.
Yeah.
I can sort of get there a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm great, but I can sort of get there.
Yeah, but I mean, Pixie does smule. I mean, who can say that he can sing, but he, you know,
I like it with his accent though. It's great.
I mean, he hadn't done any lately, sort of since he's been on holiday. You know, we're going on holiday and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's at the end of the day, I mean, it's just for fun. You know what I mean? Whether you can sing or whether you can't. I mean,
the only thing I find with them group ones is that everyone's kind of singing over the top of each other, and you can't really hear what the individual's singing, and it becomes a bit of a cacophony.
Yeah.
That's the only thing with some of them. Some of them work, but other ones, it's like they're all singing at different times.
Yeah.
So you know, so it doesn't even sound like they're singing around. It sounds like it's just like. I
mean, the good thing about doing it in a group, if you're a crap singer, it don't really matter.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Gail says she's got an idea. We could all, everyone that's taking part could be like actually walking.
You remember the advert they did for Comic Relief? They did Comic Relief for Peter Kay, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, it was that.
Ronnie Corbett fell over. Ronnie Corbett fell over. Bless him.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know, that's an idea, isn't it?
But I did for a laugh. I deleted it because I wasn't very happy with it. I did row, row, row your boat. Right.
Funny thing is, Jason, I did This Little Light of Mine, and you'll be amazed at the amount of views it's had. You know, I was gobsmacked. I've had over 100 views on it.
Yeah.
But, you know, but I mean, I don't purport that I can sing.
Yeah.
I'll be back and re-mention it. I'm just going to go and change Stinky's butt and possibly put her on eBay.
Put her
She's
on
a
Wish.
nightmare.
Put her on Wish.
Wish. No, because then there's a chance she might never just be dispatched. At least with Amazon or eBay, you can guarantee.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you. Annoying sometimes.
No sale or return.
No refund.
Once you buy it, you
move from address.
Yeah.
No, because I just fully tidied her room, and because I said no to her basically trashing in here as well, because this is the living area, like, she pulled everything down and started wrecking the place like some sort of psycho monster. So I'm gonna definitely stick her on eBay.
I mean, you ought to rename her the Whirling Dervish.
Yes. Oh no, I got a good name for her. Taz, as in the Tasmanian Devil. It spins around.
Exactly.
And all that.
She's got a temper on her like Pingu, an attitude on her like Peppa Pig, and I don't even know what the rest of it is. She's cute like Kipper.
Yeah.
Wait, is it Kipper the dog?
Animated dog, yeah.
Dog. Yeah, she's cute like him at times. She's got a voice on her like I don't even know.
Let's think of someone's cartoon that's got weird
Tasmanian Devil.
Well, that's what I was thinking, you see.
Either.
But yes, I'll be in chat and I'll join back in as soon as I get her settled again.
All right then. No.
All right.
See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bless her. There's a handful, that one.
Deb says Kipper was one of my favourites growing up.
A bit too young for me, really, because I think that was more sort of 90s kids TV.
That's it.
Although that, to be said, it never stopped me watching Batman or X-Men or Spider-Man.
But you see, I mean, when you're talking about kids program in my ear, it was Trumpton, and you know that. I mean, that's how far it goes back. Adam knows all my secrets.
No, they were saying that we were saying before on one of the chats about, you know, we swear that like in the 70s and 80s, the people that were making the programs were on serious drugs.
That's it. But Bossman says not going to appointment till 11:45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Camberwick Green. Bossman remembers Camberwick
I have
Green.
got somewhere a
Magic
vinyl.
Roundabout and things like that. I mean, they don't make them like they used to.
If you can bear with me for a few moments, I have to dig it out, but I reckon I can find something that you guys might like.
Finger Bobs as well, yeah, I can remember them.
Yeah. So
Hi, Good Cell Life, how are you?
yeah, I'm just gonna go and have a look for these vinyl a minute.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be a minute.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, them were the days when cartoons were cartoons. Well, the kids' programs working, you know, and then there were them that never spoke. I forgot what they were called now. Bossman will probably know what I'm talking about. Clangers, that's the one. Clangers. Yeah, but I mean, in my day, Emily, they didn't have Tots TV or anything like that. It were like Magic Roundabout, Camberwick Green, Trumpton. You know, I'm showing my age now, but and the Wombles as well. Yeah. So, talking of age, talking of which, my birthday's on the 22nd of September, and I am going to be doing like a birthday live stream because it's on a Saturday. So, but there might be a little twist to it. There might be a little surprise in the pipeline because I was on about like doing bingo. So, Rosie and Jim. But you see, having said that, sort of Callum, when Callum used to watch the kids, it were like Peppa Pig and, you know, Tots TV and everything were around then, you know, and CBBS and whatever. Yeah, it's not till 2 weeks tomorrow. No, we're on Thursday today. It's 2 weeks on Saturday. But what I'm going to do is do like a birthday live stream, but there's a little bit of a twist to it, but nobody knows about that. So it's just a case of watching this space. So yes. But
oh, mamma mia. Right. Okay. I don't know if I've got to move the chat a minute so I can actually see myself, what I'm showing on camera. But here we go. Something about Camberwick Green.
yeah,
Yeah, the album.
oh wow.
It's got narrated by Brian Cant. And I think it's about Windy Miller is one of them.
Yeah.
And then the other one's the Postman Blokey. It's seen better days.
Yeah, but I mean, when you say Brian Cant, I mean, back in the day, he was the narrator on most things.
Do you remember Bric-a-Brac?
I don't remember that one.
He was the old boy that had the shop with all the little knick-knacky toys and old toys in. They used to show them off.
I probably would if I seen it, but I mean,
yeah.
You know, it's a long time ago.
one you probably won't remember because it's an Australian kids TV program. Tina and Tucker.
I can remember that slightly.
Yeah. They had a dodgy song because it went boomerang, boomerang.
Oh, wow. Well, I couldn't remember. Oh, yeah.
Mike and Benny Winters.
But I mean, like Windy Miller and all that lot, I can remember that.
Yeah. Pew, Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble and Grub.
Yeah. And the one I were talking about where they never actually spoke, they just made like, it were clangers. I can remember that.
Yeah. There you go. Star Wars album as well.
Oh.
Orchestrated. It was not the proper Star Wars, obviously, because they look well different, but it's Star Wars and other space themes.
Oh, Emily says she used to like Pinky and the Brain. I can remember that.
Oh, I still got the price sticker on this one. 99p for an album. Blimey.
I was going to
Yes.
say, you didn't even get a download or anything for that now, do
I've
you?
got a record player. I've got a record player with a USB for in it.
Seb says North. I can't remember
No,
that.
no, that's what you used to say. And if you said it backward, it was Fran, because he used to do that as well. And Zort was one. Zort and Troz. What are we going to do tonight, Brain?
I mean,
we're going to take over the world.
I'm sort of showing my age now, but it were like Bill and Ben and the Flower Pot Men were my
The originals.
Yeah, the original with
Yeah.
weed and everything. When I say
Yeah.
weed, I mean the weed, not the weed.
Yeah. Ben were in the bathtub, and Ben went flub it up, and Ben said, "If that smells, I'm going to punch you on."
Uh,
Oh, it's still relatively clean. Still relatively clean.
but yeah, I mean, I am showing my age like Bill and Ben, and
Yeah.
you know,
We love muffin, them you. And the wooden, it was a bit before my time, those, but I do remember them because I had them on repeats.
Wooden Tops.
Wooden Top, I was going to say that. Hector's House.
Yeah. Oh wait, his ass. I can remember that one.
And the Herb Garden.
I
Remember
can't.
that? Parsley the Lion.
Oh yeah.
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 What?
I didn't know whether I didn't know what it were called, but yeah, I can remember the lion.
Yeah, but Dylan was some sort of dog thing.
Parsley.
Parsley. Yeah, Parsley the Lion. Mr. Sage, I think it was, wasn't it?
But yeah, I mean that's sort of going back.
Yeah.
Magic Roundabout.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Amitude was whacked out on sugar cubes, and
Yeah.
Dylan was always high as a kite.
Zebedee.
Yeah, boing.
In Between the Lions.
I don't remember In Between the Lions. What was that?
I haven't got a clue. I've just got a question to ask Miss Random Life Productions. Is it your niece's wedding this weekend? Is it this weekend? I know it's coming up very, very soon. So, I mean, they did, Gail's niece went on I think they went to Ibiza for the end months ago.
Oh, what? For not blooming raving and whatnot, nightclubs and that.
Well, basically, obviously, Gail's sort of near my age, not quite my age, but she was sort of the voice of reason, if you know what I mean. Oh, it's just over 2 weeks. Oh, so it must be around my birthday then.
See, Ibiza, I think the actual historic part of it is actually meant to be quite nice.
Yeah, she says Benidorm shy. Oh, she wasn't very impressed.
No, I got people, my visions of people going, like, little box, big box, little fish, big fish, cardboard box, and all that malarkey.
But Gail was there as the to keep them all in tow, if you know what I mean.
She was a sensible one.
Yeah, they were all like younger ones.
Yeah.
It's young, but she sort of went to make sure that they didn't get in any trouble.
I'm sure they got in a bit.
But yes, I mean, like one day they were sort of like out all day drinking, out all night, didn't get in till about 3 or 4 o'clock, and you know, after the first night, that Gail put her hands up and she says, "That's it, I'm out," sort of thing.
Yeah. No, well, I can imagine.
She says, "Well, chavs."
Well, you know, we used to like when night me and my mates. All right, he's a good mate anyway, but he started off as a drinking buddy, my mate Paul, right? And we would think of nothing of going out of a night. Yeah, all right, we'd have some food as well. It'd be food, pub, yeah, nightclub, and then get home 4 o'clock in the morning and think nothing of spending 100 quid each.
Oh dear. Well, same as I say. I mean, like, I'm getting to that age where 10 o'clock, I'm done, I'm out.
I am like that sometimes.
Oh, Emily says, "Oh my God, my dad just burnt the bacon. Help me." Sorry, Emily. There's no there's no help available. If it's burnt, it's burnt.
Yeah, extra crispy.
Yeah. send it to Pixie because he likes this well done. He likes it burnt within an inch of its life.
I wonder how much. Actually, I tell you what. I wonder how much you can process stuff like bacon. You know, in the old blender.
I haven't got a clue.
There was a thing. I can't remember which chef it was now, and he went to see how the different flavored crisps were made or whatever, right? And he got a giant pack of hula hoops. He made a giant, so the hula hoops were like as big as your head, right? And he made some flavors for it. And what they did is I think they carbon froze it, yeah, and then ground it up and then sprinkled that on the crisps.
Oh, right.
I thought you got the burnt bacon, you grind it up and then you put it on your crisps. You've got bacon flavored crisps. Proper bacon flavored crisps.
Well, that's it. I mean, like some things what the chef comes up with. I mean, it's it's a bit ridiculous. When is what is the channel for the other two streamers?
Mine.
Yeah,
hang on, I'll type something.
Yeah, it's going to type something in the
Hello. There you go.
Yeah, that is Jason. That is the guy that's on the panel.
Yeah, and that is definitely the channel is quite often what it says it is. Yeah. If you're offended by swearing, right, or things that are slightly dirty or anything like that, you probably don't want to watch.
But you see, the thing is, I mean, as well, I mean, sort of don't put them off, Jason, but
no, I'm just being honest with people.
But what I'm saying is, you do like it. Basically, I mean, it puts things on. They either, well, I call them cobs or rolls or whatever.
Yeah.
It puts unusual things on rolls and eats them.
Yeah.
That's not just what his channel's about. It does all sorts.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the language used when I'm doing them, should we say? Well,
this is it. But I mean, not everybody. Not everybody. I mean, I like to keep mine friendly.
That's why I'm being very polite today. I don't think I've sworn much at all, have
I? Not really. But you know what I mean? I mean, that's what your channel's about. I mean, you know what I mean? It's
I do unboxings, like geeky stuff, all the rest of it. The food challenges, like Jeanette said. I do a thing called Retro Rewind, which is all about gaming. And when I get my arse in gear, pardon my French, I will be doing things about albums and stuff.
And you do the pop collecting.
That's it. Yep.
What is the other one? That was
Inquisitive
Moments.
Yeah, Inquisitive Moments.
Yeah. Because she's changed. I mean, it's like Emily. I mean, it took me a while to get used to the new name, if you know what I mean. It sort of just.
Well, that's what I would have done. I was JCTV for ages, wasn't I?
Yeah.
You know why I changed that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to say I knew you changed it from Bossman, you see, so...
Yeah.
Inquisitive Moments, yeah, that's the one.
The reason I changed it was because so many people were contacting me thinking it was a God channel. Which is nothing wrong with that, but that's just not what I'm about. I think they're a bit shocked when they saw what they actually got.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this definitely isn't a God channel. That's what we're doing. And also, when you typed it in to the search, there was loads and loads and loads and loads of channels, all called JCTV.
Well, this is it.
So I thought, well, I've been using Not Suitable for Mum as a subheading since I started. And I thought, just call it Not Suitable for Mum and have done with it.
Gail, Random Life Production says, I keep thinking of nuts. Oh.
Who does? What have nuts to do with what?
I don't know. Nuts. I don't know whether she means the peanut type or...
Or Nutty's crazy, I don't know. That bloke's nuts.
But yes.
I'm not going to say the other thing.
Hi, Kentucky fam. How are you? But yeah, I mean, like yesterday, I was talking about sort of branching out and doing like healthy stuff.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, I've had an email this morning because or am I confused? Nuts. Do you mean salty nuts or yeah? No.
This is salty nut.
No, it isn't salty nuts. I haven't seen him for ages.
No, salty nuts. What did he change his name to?
Peanuts Gaming or something.
Peanuts Gaming, yeah. Peanuts Gaming was salty nuts. I've not seen him for a while.
No, I've not seen him for quite a while. Whether or not he's not been round, I don't know. This is one of Boss Man's friends, and it was JCTV, but he's changed it to not suitable for mum.
Yeah, because my mum does watch my videos, but she usually has the sound off.
But yeah, funnily enough, I was talking yesterday about sort of starting to do like healthy stuff, and I tend to go on the BBC website for a lot of my recipes. And I had an email. It's healthy curry or something. It were this morning.
All right.
Because I have like emails from them.
At the end of the day, yeah, I know it sounds a bit sort of self-indulgent maybe, but I do the channel because it's the sort of stuff that I would want to watch. Yeah,
it says BBC Good Food, healthy curries everyone will like. That's the email I got this morning.
I'll believe that when I see it because I can't stand curry.
But you see, as a rule, I mean, we don't like curries either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's got to be something that we can eat afterwards, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's no point in cooking it if you're not going to eat it.
Exactly right. This is why I'm always a bit loath to try new things.
Yeah.
Because you think, oh, you're spending the money out on it, right? And then you got, ain't got a massive amount of money anyway. And, if you go and cook something, you spend ages cooking it, and then you end up tasting it and it's disgusting.
Well, you see, this is the thing, same as I say, this is one of the reasons why I'm a bit dubious about the carrot cake, because, carrots and cakes don't go gel together in the same sentence.
No.
But I think he was pleasantly surprised when he tried it yesterday. And he says, actually, he says, it's like everything you make, it's delicious. And Gail says she's been off bread for 2 weeks.
Is that gluten related or?
I think it's just trying to eat healthily.
See, my dad's had to come off gluten because of his health. Yeah, it's something that's affected his digestive system and all the rest of it.
Well, you see, having said that, my ex-brother-in-law is what they call a celiac, which means is allergic to wheat.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I do wonder if that's what's wrong with my dad. Is it's an allergy?
No, it's sort of, it's something to do with his digestive system, and it's basically anything like crisps or anything to do with wheat product is allergic to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diet related cuts the bloating. But
that's it, yeah.
It's like he basically has to go and buy his own flour and make his own bread.
Oh, my dad's be able to get gluten-free bread without too much problem.
Well, you see what it is as well now. I mean, under certain circumstances, you can like get a prescription from the doctors. Well, it only goes like so far but you can pick like for that's basically. But you see, I've noticed as well that Asda have started doing a lot of free from stuff, if you know what I mean. So basically, the flour and everything he can get freely now from Asda.
I think my dad gets a lot of his stuff from Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
That's all gluten
Well, I think, to be quite honest with you, a lot of the supermarkets have realised that, you know, that it's basically a wheat intolerance.
Yeah.
That basically, that's what a celiac is. It's a wheat intolerance. But same as I say, I noticed Asda started doing like a free from, and basically there's a whole aisle, you know, like let's say people have got a milk intolerance, or you know, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
They've sort of realised in the market that instead of, you know, like such as Boots or things like that, which at the time it used to be a speciality thing, like for diabetics, you know, diabetic chocolate, diabetic food, they've noticed a niche in the market. So they've basically all jumped on the bandwagon and started doing like...
Do you know the thing that bugs me about it all, though, right, is that it's actually a fair bit more expensive than normal food.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like...
so a lot to stay healthy.
Yeah, a lot of people go down the organic route. Now, to me, the organic fruit and veg or whatever tastes just the same as what normal, let's say, but they charge an arm and a leg for it.
Yeah. Well, you know the way to do get around that, don't you? Just grow your own.
Yeah.
My dad grows a lot of his own fruit and veggies.
You know, I mean, and when they label eggs like free range eggs, you know, the only difference being is, I mean, at the end of the day, nobody knows where them eggs come from in a supermarket.
Yeah, they can say they're free range.
Yeah, they might be battery caged or they might be free range eggs.
Yeah. But unless they actually say on the box, and even then, I wouldn't be 100% certain, because wasn't there something in the news about the eggs getting mixed up or something or other? There was some issue with the eggs, and there was sort of like they weren't free range at all.
I can't remember, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's like wherever you go nowadays, you see cars out in the field, or you see pigs out in a big field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do they class them as free range, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's because they're allowed to graze where they want.
Yeah, I mean, you know, where sort of draw the line, you know, as free range.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's really sort of like an ethical issue more than anything else.
Or you know, organic. You know, where do you sort of? I mean, they're all saying that organic meat, etc., they don't give the cars anything that's got additives or anything in.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't 100% for certain say that it's not been given medicine or whatever.
Yeah. That's very true. No, it's a funny thing. I mean, you know, people want to go down that route. I'm like, fair play to them, you know, fine. I'm not that overly fussed myself, as long as the food tastes nice. You know, it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg to buy it.
Well, this is it, and this is why a lot of people sort of don't go down the organic or free range route, is because it's so expensive.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to put these records aside, and I'm going to get myself a drink. Okay. You know what I'm going to have to do now, though, this afternoon, don't you?
What?
Go through all my bloody vinyl. I've started digging it out. Well, the thing is, some of the covers are damaged. Some of them have got stuck together. I don't know whether I spilt a drink or something or other, or whether it's just the age of them. And I
mean, like going back to that, it looks really, really old. I mean, you know, I mean, it's a case of in years to come, they might be worth something.
Yeah, I have had a look, and they're not really worth that much, to be fair.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I've got a video to upload. Actually, I did a thing from the retro store. Wasn't overly successful, but some records I got.
Yeah,
I'll have to upload that later. It was interesting to do. It's just a bit of a palaver trying to get it sorted out.
You see what it is. Same as I say, I did the carrot cake vlog on Tuesday, but
Yeah.
because I did one at the weekend, I did banana bread. Same as I said to Chris, I says, hold it back and publish it at the weekend.
Well, I try to have a little bit of a schedule. I tried to like do my gaming videos on a Thursday because it's always, so was it Throwback Thursday? So being retro, I thought it's kind of fitting.
Well, that's it.
You know, and then the other one's just the sandwich one tries to get done on Monday, but it never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously where it's me and Goldie doing it, you know, so he does it one week, I do it the next.
Okay then.
Yeah. So we've got a plan for this latest one because he's got an easy one this week.
Oh, well, it's like me. I mean, I don't sort of schedule any of mine because obviously we've got the holiday and everything coming up. So I hadn't done one for about 3 weeks. So the plan was I was going to do 2 on Sunday, but hold one back. But anyway, I never got round to it on Sunday. So basically, I've got all the ingredients. I did it Tuesday, but it's not being published till the weekend.
That's fair enough. Yeah, you know, you do it as you feel up to it and doing it, you know. And...
Well, I mean, it's not only that, because the fact that I can't edit, so Chris has to edit it. But then he's got his own like drone videos and everything to edit, so I don't like to put too much pressure on him.
That's fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a really quite easy tool to learn how to use to edit, if you can still get it, is Windows Movie Maker. That's what I use.
Well, you see, Chris...
It's very basic, but...
Yeah, Chris uses that Film Noir, is it?
All right, yeah.
But, I mean, we keep saying it, but, you know, what with holidays and this, that and other, that I'm going to have to sit down and start to learn to edit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one to get started, because then you can learn the basics, you see.
Yeah.
Without getting it too complicated.
But same as I say, I mean, Gail knows as well as I do that I've been saying this for ages, that I'm going to start to learn to edit. But it's just having the time to actually sit down and go through the basics and learning it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then it's retaining it once you've done it as well.
Yeah, but I mean, Gail will tell you, I mean, the first time I ever went live, it was a nightmare. It took me 2 hours to set it up and actually get it running.
Well, to remember, because I did one last night, and I had to be reminded how to set it up again.
It's all right. Gail just said, I'm going to come down one weekend and teach you.
Oh, fair play.
But, I mean, it was like you were talking to... have you seen my new banner and everything? Now, Chaotic World.
I think so, yeah.
It says the Something World of Jeanette Pickering, and he's done that for me.
Have a look again. I'm pretty sure I have.
It's like got cakes and cup of coffee and everything on it. Nah, he did that.
Yeah.
And he run Chris because he taught Chris everything he knows about OBS and whatever.
Yeah.
And then he were on about editing and whatever. And he says, well, you know, he says, basically, when Jeanette does a vlog, I have to edit everything for her. And he says, well, you know, he were basically saying as well, you're going to have to get her on Hangouts with me. And he says, I'll, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I says, it's just having the time to sit down. And same as you said, it's all right. I mean, because Chris explained everything like to go on live streaming.
Yeah.
But the minute he walked out through that door, I'd forgot everything that he told me. So he's at football match. I'm ringing him. I got Gail on Hangouts trying to tell me what to do. But it's like everything else. Once you've done it a few times.
Yeah. But if you don't do it every day as well, you tend to forget, I think.
But you know what I mean? I mean, it's same as I say with the live streams. I mean, like now it's boom, 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 and I set it all up. I've done the tags, whatever. You know what I mean? But it's same as you said. A lot of the time, it's sinking in. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely. Right. Anyway, I'm just gonna put these away. I'm gonna get myself a drink, and I shall be right back.
Okay.
What time are you going on till?
I don't know. Just after 12 o'clock, something like that.
It's the usual sort of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I'll be back in a minute.
Okay then. But yeah, some people say it's just a case of actually having the time to sit down, you know. I mean, it helps now with Chris not sort of working the weekends, but then he's like last weekend he was at football. Fortunately, he's not at football this weekend, so I might actually try and sit down with him and watch him how he edits my video. Via WrestleMania. But yeah, I mean, it sort of says to me, oh, well, it's quite easy to do, you know what I mean? And once you get the hang of it, you know, you'll be well away. But it's actually sort of, same as you said, him explaining everything to me. And then, you know, it's sinking in and staying in, if you know what I mean. Once you get into it, you'll be addicted. Well, same as Chris says, you know, like I could actually film my own vlogs and edit them, and I wouldn't have to rely on him to edit them for me.
Do you know a good way to learn stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just basically stick the thing in. Yeah. If you, well, especially with editing, if you've just got a bit of random footage you're not worried about, yeah, so it doesn't matter if you mess up. You can just go in and just say, right, what does this button do? What does that button do? What does that button do? What does that button do? That's how I learned OBS like that, just by playing around with it.
Yeah. Well, you see, when I did the vlog about the carrot cake the other night, he thought he'd turn the camera off, and unbeknown to us, we were talking away, and then there were a bit of swearing, and I don't know what. just talking away like normally.
Yeah.
And then he went, oh, crap, he says, I forgot to take camera off. Well, normally, when I do my vlog, he like stops and starts the camera.
Yeah, right. But this wasn't live though, was it?
And normally there's not a deal of editing to it, if you know what I mean. But for some unknown reason, he thought he'd stop the camera and he hadn't. And there's us jabbering away to each other. So he says, oh, crap, he says, that means I've got quite a bit of editing because I need to cut that bit out and blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
Whereas normally I do a vlog and I don't, this odd mistake here and there.
Yeah. But, well, the thing is, I don't know if you've ever seen it. I haven't done one for ages. I did an outtakes video. No?
But yeah, occasionally.
I would save them for that.
Yeah. But same as I say, I mean, this sort of weren't like your art tape material. It was just us jabbering away to one another before we realised that the camera was still rolling.
But,
so, same as he says, it's not a big detriment because it's, you know, that bit where, you know, where we're jabbering away to each other, it'll just cut it out.
Yeah. But I don't script anything I do. I just go with it. You know, I think it makes it a bit different because, you know, you can sit there and you can work out a rough idea of what you want to do and all the rest of it, but it doesn't feel natural, and I like my stuff to feel natural.
Well, you know, when I first created my YouTube channel, I mean, I was sort of doing like daily vlogs. And my very, very first vlog, I've got everything wrote down.
Yeah.
You know, like basically who I was, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I scrapped it in end because you could tell I was reading from a script.
Yeah. And you can have sort of basics of what you want to say, if you like. But, you know, what do they call the cards when you were doing a speech?
Cue cards,
right? Or whatever. You can have, you know, you can have that. So you've got the things that you want to talk about, but you don't need to write every last bit down.
Yeah, but you see, same as I say, at the time I was new to YouTube, and I thought I just wanted to write something down to like introduce myself to YouTube, and basically, when I watched it back, I went, no.
Don't feel right.
You could tell it was scripted. I kept looking down at the script. You could see me keep looking down at it.
Yeah.
And same as Chris says, the best thing to do is just say what you feel.
Well, I've got. Sorry. Oh, carry on. Sorry.
No, I would say that Rip basically says, you know, sort of don't write anything down. Just say what you feel. It looks more natural, and it shows you being you. If you know what I mean.
One thing I've got to do is with this camera that I've got, because every time I go and look at the screen, you get the top of my head. Right, and I've got to get another one because I can only position this on the monitor. It won't fit anywhere else. So get a different one and then have it sort of a bit more pointed upwards, and then that way, all my things are doing. You're getting the full reaction because I noticed it when I was doing the chat the other night with Dewey and Mark. Right, a lot of the time I was, because I was playing the game.
Yeah.
Right, so I was looking at the screen and you couldn't see what I was actually doing.
Yeah.
You just got the hat all the time.
Yeah, Gail says it's good to plan a vlog though. However, I'm always going off piste. So you do. I mean, in certain circumstances, you start off discussing something else, and then it goes off, and you get onto something else. Hi, Tamboki, how are you?
I don't do many sort of like what I would call proper vlogs as such. I've done the odd one or two like around my hometown and stuff. But again, with that, I just went with the flow. It's like, oh, and by the way, this is so and so and so. And I couldn't give anybody any historical information because I couldn't remember. But things like the bandstand, I don't know how long it's been there. It's been long there, blooming long time, but.
Well,
the statue of Benny Hill, I
mean, it's like when we went to the Isle of Wight, we went around the bus museum. Now, a lot of them, they've got information cards. So rather than sort of sit there or stand there explaining, this is such and such, Chris, you do a close-up of the cards. This is I don't know, Ford whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I did that with the DC exhibition that I went to at the O2. I just took photos and then just did like a little montagey bit with a bit of music that fit it, and that was it. It was fine. No speaking. People could see what was what.
Well, that's it. I mean, so long as you've got the information there somewhere. I mean, like there were a guy there. He went exactly like a tour guide, but he was saying, oh, they've got like in the bus museum, one of the very first horse-drawn carriage buses, if you know what I mean, dating back to like 1850 or something like that. But I mean, most of the buses have got like information cards,
Yeah. Have you been up to the Motor Museum in Coventry?
No. I don't think I've ever been to Coventry.
I think, you want to go on a quiet day. You definitely want to go on a quiet day because it's bedlam in Coventry at times.
Yeah.
Right. But no, we went to the Motor Museum because my mate's dad used to work in the motor trade.
Yeah.
And he worked for Saab. And there was another one as well. I can't remember because they had the factories down around like the back of where he lives now.
Yeah.
They used to have all the factories and everything. And that was quite good because they had like mock-ups of Bluebird and everything. You had showing you what the old gas stations were like back in the day and various other bits and pieces. They had like a thing you sat in. It was looked like a taxi cab, and it had a screen in there. And there's some bloke taking on a little tour around the old places of Coventry and showing you what where places used to be, stuff like that.
See, the thing is as well in Sheffield, there's like what they call the Fire Brigade Museum, where they've got like the old fire engines.
Oh yeah.
Chris keeps saying he's going to go down there, but it's like there again, it's finding the time to go down there.
Well, a lot of these things are free, you see.
So I mean, we know where it is, and I don't know whether you have to pay to go in it or whatever. But it's like where these old fire engines and like going back the history of the fire brigade, etc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same as he says, that would be something interesting to go and, you know, and film and what.
Anything like that. The old, what do you call it? Royal Lifeboat, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Because they quite often have a thing where you can go in and look at stuff connected with the area, and, you know, and of course there's so many of them because they're all like down near the seafronts and whatnot.
We see same as well when we went to Isle of Wight. We like to try and go to these, some say like the bus museum. We went to the Bembridge windmill. You know what I mean? Because it is like an old windmill. You know, and we like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, as well as you know, we went to the Needles, which obviously is an historic landmark in the Isle of Wight. So
yeah. You didn't go to Black Gang Train, did you?
No. Same, because Chris were only saying this the other day. You actually need longer than a week.
Yeah. There's lots of
around everything that you want to go and see. I mean, there was the steam railway.
Well, Black Gang Train, it's not just like the family leisure park or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It actually had the blacksmith bit and all the rest of it. The other side. So all that kind of like old style stuff. And
yeah, there is that many places to go in the Isle of Wight that you just can't get round everything.
Yeah.
We like literally went out every single day.
Yeah.
And Gail says I don't get lost when I go to my mystery location.
Oh. So it's a mystery to you as well, is it?
Well, like that, I doubt it's a mystery to Gail, but
yeah.
She's playing her cards really close to her chest.
Yeah. No, some people say, "Oh, like I'm going to mystery location." It's a mystery to everyone else, but you know where you're going.
Yeah.
And then other people, it's like, "Oh, well, I'm being taken somewhere."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what it's about.
Well, some as I say, I mean, I doubt it's sunny Sheffield. Hope she's going to somewhere sunnier than Sheffield.
I took some photos of it, but the next time I go to Cov, I'm going to see if I can go and get some video footage from Ghetto Golf.
Oh.
Did I tell you about that?
No.
Right, okay. It's an adult crazy golf, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, one of the holes they have ladies' appliances, personal appliances on it.
Yeah.
Right, they have a gimp hole.
Ah.
Right, one of them is on a old bus. You've got the haunted Blockbuster video store.
Oh yeah.
You've got a pub thing. You've got Granny's room. You've got the Exorcist hole.
Oh.
Right, you put the ball in, and the woman, you got a thing in behind the screen. The woman sits up in bed and goes, "Ah!" Yeah. And it's it's all a bit of a laugh. And they got a bar, so you can have a drink as you're going around. And if you want a drink, then you just like the waitresses are going walking around and saying, "Anybody need a drink?" And they come back and give it to you, find you. They got a barbecue bit in there as well, so you can have a dinner if you want.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And it's all done into sort of like low lighting, but they've got like neon bits and everything. They've got a video game hole and sort of like stuff like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario and all that on it. And,
oh yeah.
It's all different themes.
Like all different theme things.
Yeah. As I say, some of them are very adult based, but it's funny. I mean, one of them you got when you put your ball in the hole, right? You've got to fish it out of an old toilet.
Oh, Gail says it sure is. I'm meeting someone that you would not expect me to meet.
Oh, interesting.
The plot thickens.
Is it someone that we know, or well, Jeanette would probably more likely to know than I do.
Gail says, "What is Ghetto Golf?" That's basically the
It's crazy golf.
Yeah, and it's like different themed holes, if you know what I mean. As in the golf.
Yeah, it's in Coventry.
It's in Coventry.
Yeah. No, sorry, not Coventry. What am I talking about? Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah.
Yeah,
Birmingham.
Gail says she wants to go.
Yeah, it's good. It's expensive, but it's good. Hang on. Let me look a minute. I shall see. I can't show you photos on here, unfortunately, but I can show you. I can give you the link for the website.
I'm going to say, if you want to put the link in, Jason, then anybody.
It's a hell of a good laugh, because the other thing we did up there as well is they had axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's what it says it is. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to say I could do a bit of that. Get rid of some of the frustration.
Well, it's right. If you imagine playing darts with a big wooden board and axes, that's essentially what you do. And you have like little competitions and stuff against each other and that.
Oh.
You have to have so many. We did it for my mate's stag do.
Oh, I welcome back, Ian.
Yeah, it's in the old. All right. It's apparently in the old custard factory.
Oh, cool.
And there's
in an old custard factory.
Yeah, there's one in Liverpool as well, apparently.
Oh.
So, hang on. No, what's it doing now? What did it do that for?
Well, no, you've got a blue wrench, Jason. It'll.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we haven't seen anything of Vicky.
No, I've not seen anything for a little while. I hope she's all right.
I'm going to say I did message yesterday because she was supposed to be doing the Coronation Street quiz. But
Yeah,
she did message me and say she'd been to visit her mum.
Ah, right, okay.
So,
No, because she's been through a bit lately, so I was,
and the fact that the kids have just started back to school and she was having
yeah.
Yeah, and then I think it was Austin was she were having a bit of trouble with him getting up to go to school.
Yeah, there's the link, Gail.
Well, funny thing is, I mean, we could have all gone there when we went to Birmingham, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Did the Birmingham meetup? That'd have been.
I think I might have mentioned it, but I can't remember. But yeah, have a gander to that. It's quite good fun. They got a few pictures in there, and you can sort of see what it's all about. And it's good for a giggle. If you just want to have a chilled night out and just have a laugh, you can have a few berries if you want a few berries.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's somewhere where you could go where you don't want to, like clubbing or things like that. It's somewhere where you can go where you can have fun, you can have a drink, you can have something to eat. It's got the whole.
Yeah, it does say they do have DJs sometimes. I didn't think they had one when we went there.
Oh, yeah. Gail says, oh, my days. On that note, I'm off to work. You have a good day. And you too, Gail. Ian says, why can't I chill out? Is doing DIY. Well, ask Chris about doing DIY because it's more stressful than chilling out. He gets his hair off when he's doing DIY. Hi, Choppers, how are you?
Yeah, but no, check it out if you can, Gail. I think you might quite enjoy it.
So yes, DIY is the bane of Chris's life. He can't.
I can't do.
He stresses out about it. He gets his hair off. That is one thing that stresses him out. Is doing DIY. Oh, he's laying flooring today.
Oh, blimey! You can come and do mine if you want. Mine needs redoing. my laminate floors started the actual what do you call it, veneer or whatever you want to call it, started coming off in places.
Well, you see, the thing is, I mean, we know Choppers loves DIY, but the thing is, I mean, some of the guys that he works with did his front garden. Well, one of the guys, anyway.
Yeah.
And the edge, and he sort of mentioned to him the other day about sort of coming and trimming the back garden because it's getting quite overgrown. He says, well, only trouble is, he says, I'm not round your area anymore. He has to be transferred to somewhere else because the guy that he works with, he didn't get on with.
Yeah.
So he just says, I don't want to work with him anymore. Can you sort of put me on with another gang. So that's. But Chris was on about. I made a drink holder for my ute. Got it painted today. Cool. So basically, we said if the weather's all right at the weekend, it's not raining, we're going to make a start of it. We've got a strimmer, so we're going to strim it first. You know, get main sort of bulk of the it's strimmed, and then we'll do the rest by hand. Because we ain't got any grass or anything. It's sort of like, but our garden like slopes up.
All right, yeah. That's a good job. You haven't got any grass then, because that's a pain in the bum to do slopes.
Oh yeah, it's same as I say. You see, we had it all done like a couple of years ago, like landscape, because we had a shed, and we had the bottom bit like all like put pebble down, and like paving slabs up to the shed. But then it's been quite a while, and it's like weeds and everything started coming.
Yeah.
Flying Monkey says, good afternoon, my internet wife. So I'm.
It's the Flying Monkey.
Yeah. So yes. So I've got an internet husband as well as a real one. One's enough. I've got enough on with the one I've got, let alone, well, he's not here, but yeah.
What's that in?
It says, I'm going to put a slanted roof on my camper and a wardrobe in it for my clothes. It'd be like home from home soon, choppers.
What is it you got then, camper-wise?
Well, what he's done, he got a load of timber.
Yeah.
And he's built like, I think it's 8 foot by 5 foot, like just like a square box.
Right.
Right. But he put a mattress in it, and he's put some cupboards in it. He's even got like a little TV and everything. And he went to his dad's a couple of months ago. And it basically just goes on the back of his ute truck.
Like a trailer with high walls.
But yeah, it's same as I say, when he did a tour of it, but it's just like a square, but it's got windows in. It's
cool.
I mean, you'll have to click on Chopper's channel. I mean, and have a look at it, but it sort of keeps adding little bits to it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it just says you will have to see some of the videos.
Right,
but it's like a case. It keeps like adding little bits, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He got the telly mounted on the door. I mean, when he went before, his son was with him, and basically, there was just a mattress in it where they were sleeping. But then he built some cupboards and like a rail round the corner, to hang things, and installed lighting, and
very creative.
He keeps sort of adding little bits, and it's like coming like a little home from home sort of thing.
Fair play.
I agree, Nazard.
No, because the reason I asked is because my mum and dad want to get some sort of camper van, right? One of the issues is because my mum, she likes to go swimming, right? And you've got nowhere to get changed. Yeah, so they could get changed in the camper van. The other thing they want to do, without being too graphic, is to have toilet facilities in there, because where they're disabled, they've got to travel a fair distance to get to the toilets, because half of them have been closed down. Right, the council closed half the public toilets.
Yeah.
So if they got all the facilities in there, all in the wagon and all the rest of it, and plus they want to go anywhere, if they want to, if they can find a stop to pull in, and they can have a kip, they can have a kip.
Yeah. Chopper says I will be doing a new video of the camper tomorrow my time. Flying Monkey says I have got a bit of an hangover today. I had a good drinking session with my dad yesterday. It's amazing I didn't fall asleep on the bus this time. And yes, Choppers did build most of his free.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he paid $20 for the windows, but most of the stuff that he's got is were for free.
Well, yeah, so reused it basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair play. That's a good idea. I like people who do stuff like that, you know, being a bit of vintage. You got all this, you know, because we throw away so much stuff when there's nothing wrong with it, you know, and it's such a waste.
He's saying it would be fun to put a shower and a loo in my camper, but I need to make mine bigger.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the problem when you've sort of got the shell. You're sort of limited to how much you can put in it. You know, realistically, because you know, I mean, let's say you were to put a shower or whatever, it's to cut down the sleeping area.
The other thing you'd have to be careful of with anything like that is the extra weight, because otherwise you can't be doing that on two wheels, the two back wheels going along. Permanent wheelie.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, if Chopper's anything, he does most of his stuff that he builds is from recycled stuff.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. My
it says the shower is easy, but the loo could be a problem. Well, you know, can't you just buy a Portaloo or something? You know what I mean? Yeah, they are expensive, but at least you're not have to go into the house to have
a commode.
At least you not have to go into the house to do your business, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. What was I going to say? No, I have a friend actually, and he made, this is the electrician guy I was telling you about. He made his garden furniture, right? He's got like a couple of sofas and all the rest of it, and a table, and they're all made out of old pallets.
Yeah.
And he just like sanded them all down, and I made them all nice, and then cut them according to size, right? Bolt them together where needed, and they got a proper back to them as well, the cushions and everything on. And it's all outside on his patio area. So when we had a barbecue in the summer, and he's got it all set up, and it's great, you know.
Sorry, he's saying he's got a 1-ton ute, and he says Portaloo is a good idea. I could make an outhouse. Well, if you make it that bit bigger, I mean, you could combine the Portaloo and the shower.
Yeah.
You know, if you're making like a little outhouse for it, I mean, when you go back on the road, you could just strap it onto the top of your, you know, your camper thing on, you know, put some strapping around it and, you know.
Make sure you clean it out first, eh?
Yeah.
Could be a disaster otherwise.
But yeah, I mean, it's sort of, you know, it's sort of an idea. I mean, if you do make like a little bit of an outhouse, you could use.
You'd have the car truck or whatever you drive. Then you got the tow bar. You got your little wagon thing you got, and then have a tow bar on the end of the wagon, and put the outhouse on the attached to the wagon. She got like a little convoy going.
Or sort of make the outhouse where it's got collapsible sides or whatever, like hinged or whatever. So when you sort of go back on the road, it just like collapses flat. I mean, I don't know anything about DIY, so I mean, the only problem with that is once you set it up to outside, I mean, will it collapse willy-nilly with it being hinged? Or I mean, some say I'm talking, you know, I don't know anything about DIY.
Have you seen those fans that expand? They're standard size, you know, so say like the old Transit or whatever, and then you press a button and the sides actually go out, concertina style or whatever.
Yeah.
And you've got extra space.
Yeah, he just said I had thought about making one or both of the walls slide out so I could have 2 single beds either side.
There you go.
Yeah, Pixie says I've had my dinner, I'm full up.
Nom.
Well, it's what they call chippy day on a Thursday. There's sometimes or mostly. I mean, during the summer they've been going just for like a sandwich, or, you know, ham salad or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's been warm, but I don't know whether he's gone.
Is that mushy peas and all the rest of it?
Well, I mean, the certain chip shop that they used to go to went a bit downhill, so they tried to find another one. So, what you had for your dinner then, Mr. P? Yeah, he says, no, I'm solid. It gets hot working.
Yeah, well, you don't want anything too hot, do you? Because, you know, when it's the heat's bad, so you just end up sweating even more.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's sort of not particularly sunny or anything here today. I mean,
Yeah.
I am sat with the patio door slightly open, but I don't think it's particularly warm today.
Well, it's nice and bright out here. Very sunny.
I think it were about 12 degrees or something this morning.
Mm.
Oh, it's been raining. I thought it had gone awfully dark, so I've had to put the light on. So it says it's been raining a little bit, but it don't surprise me.
Well, apart from my little overhead lights, so I can see my keyboard and stuff, I have no lights on at all. Don't need them.
Yeah, I mean, I've sort of just got this one here because it went awfully dark, and
Yeah.
it's been like a long through room. It does, if it goes dark, it does go dark, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, my front room's terrible because you've got, where I'm in a flat, you've got a support beam about halfway, so it cuts off the light. The main light is in the opposite corner, in the opposite end. So it's split in half with this big beam, and you're not getting the full light.
Yeah. Well, you
It's
see,
blocked by the beam.
where I'm sat, I'm sort of sat, there's a window, and that is like the front bit. Well, over there where Chris sits, it's like patio doors.
Yeah.
More sun comes in through this window than it does that.
Yeah.
But, you know, like when it goes dark, it does go dark, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It says, how's Jason?
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was going to answer you, mate. Yeah, no, I'm all right. A bit better than I was. I'm sort of getting on and doing things a bit more today. I've just been in a funk partly because of my sight and that. And I'm trying to get myself out of it.
Yeah, and Boss Man's had to go to his diabetes eye test thing, and we've not. I need the light on in the daytime. Well, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's been no Vicky this morning. Boss Man's not. Have you been out on your P4? Who's talking to?
What's a P4?
He's on about his phantom drone thing.
Ah, right, okay.
Or whether or not he's messaging somebody else and forgot.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you're doing it on the wrong window.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
I'm going to say that's what confused me. Jason is JCTV. It's not suitable for mother. He ain't got a phantom. He ain't. Jason, no, Phantom 4 is the drone.
Yeah. I can't remember what I got my dad.
Chopper says I can come on if you want. Thing is, Choppers, I'm going to be shutting it down any minute now because we've only got the 7 viewers.
Yeah.
There's not many chatting in the chat, so
it's lunchtime.
It is lunchtime.
Got me signies. I've got to get some more stuff.
But I'll tell you what, Choppers, if you're about in the morning, I'll invite you on first thing. But yeah, I mean, I just want to say thank you for the person that gave me the thumbs down. I don't know who it was, but
there's always one.
Oh, wrong one. Chris says he's putting his jumper on. It's cold. He's put wrong one. I think he's getting you mixed up with somebody else.
Right. Cold? I'm getting quite warm, actually, to be fair.
Well, some as I say, yeah, it's 9:15 Thursday. Well, some as I say, I'm always, you know, Choppers, I'm always here at 10 o'clock. If you come on in the morning, some as I say, I've been going on 2 hours, and it's getting like lunchtime. So, and there's only 7 viewers in. There's not hardly anybody chatting in the chat. So I was going to sort of call it a day anyway.
Yeah.
So
it's been the Jeanette and Jason Power Hour.
We've talked about everything from crazy golf and
Yeah.
old children's programs and this, that, and the other. But if you come on in the morning, Choppers, I will invite you up.
It's like it's been like that. It's like that Les Dawson sketch where the couple of women are talking over the garden fence to each other.
Okay.
Oh, did you know? By the way, we never. We did.
Kate did come on briefly, but Sarah was having a meltdown, so she went off. So we did have Kate on briefly.
That's okay
then. It's all right. He's saying I'll ring you in a bit because he normally rings me when he's not coming home.
Right, fair play.
Well, you know, because I'm not been steady on my feet, etc.
Yeah, looking out for you.
You know, make sure I'm okay.
He's been a good hubby.
Yes. I've still got a pulse, so I must be alive.
Can I ask you, how long have you been married?
15 years, just over.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Not
as long as my mum and dad.
It's 12:15 in the afternoon, Choppers.
Yep.
Oh, he says I can do that. I'll be in my camper. That's okay.
Yeah.
And as I say, I'll send you the invitation first thing when you come on. Sarah seen Pixie and she went mental. Yeah, Pixie's put too long. He says, how long have you been married?
No, my mum and dad have been married 50. They've celebrated their wedding this year.
Golden wedding anniversary.
Yep.
Yeah, Chopper's been married 21.
I don't know if you remember Jordan and Laura.
No.
Geeky Cool fan.
Oh yeah.
Carnage. Geeky Carnage. Yeah. No, she did the card for me for them. Like, because she, they're both into like doing their artwork and stuff, and I got to make the card for me. They were thrilled to bits with it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Right, what I'm going to do, guys, thank you, Jason, for coming on, and Kate
for
coming on briefly. So I am going to shut it down, and I'll see you all in the morning.
All right, see you, folks.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.